Lamar Odom fighting for his life tonight after being found unconscious in a Nevada brothel. Employees told 911 dispatchers he used cocaine on his first day at the brothel on Saturday. But he's hardly the first celebrity to struggle with alleged substance abuse. I want to bring in now Nichelle Turner, CNN contributor and Entertainment Tonight host. Addiction expert Callie Estes, who has worked with the NBA, with NBA players and other athletes for more than 20 years now. And Joe Smith, Lamar Odom's former Lakers teammate. I'm so happy to have all of you here to talk about this evening. Nichelle, I'm going to start with you because we just heard from his former coach. So tell us what he's been texting. He says he's been texting with Chloe, and there's more hope for Lamar today than yesterday. What are you hearing from your sources about that?
You know, that's interesting because I have heard that from a couple of people today, that they are hopeful, that they've heard a couple of good things. There also was a report that Lamar briefly fluttered his eyes and that Kim Kardashian believes that he squeezed her hand at some point during the last couple of days. So there is a little bit of hope. We did hear that he may be doing a little bit better today than the first day. We did also confirm that that first night they believe Lamar had a heart attack. They believe he may have had at least one stroke, so he really was touch and go. But apparently, he's the fighter that everyone says he is, and he's really fighting for his life. So who knows what's going to happen now, Don?
Joe, you were on the Lakers with him. What was your experience with Lamar?
I mean, I had a great experience with Lamar. I came halfway through the season. I got traded from the New Jersey Nets, and Lamar welcomed me right away with open arms. He was actually my seatmate on the airplane when we traveled. And we kind of talked about any and everything. He's a fun guy to be around and a guy I enjoyed to play with.
Were you aware of any issues? Were you aware of any addiction or any demons or any problems that he had?
Don, I had no clue. I had no idea. He's a great athlete. He has great talent, and I had no idea what was going on with him off the court.
Callie, that's interesting that many people around him say that, and it's probably not an unusual story. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Right, and that's the thing. With addiction, you can really hide it, and a lot of people the closest to you have no idea it's really going on, but those of us in the industry can see it from a mile away. And when you look at the track record, from the sex addiction to the drug addiction to the suspension to the prostitution bust, we see it coming. But those closest to him never actually see it coming, and then they can hide it very, very well.
The weight loss, you know, dark eyes, disappearing for hours on end, like all of the signs are there. But I think, do people, Callie, do they not see it or do they not want to see it?
It's kind of both. As a family member, you don't want to believe it's happening. You're in denial. This couldn't possibly be happening. And they come up with really good excuses. I'm tired, I have a cold, I'm overworked, et cetera, and we start to feed into that. We start to actually believe what we're told because the alternative is just horrifying. And you don't really want to believe that your loved one is in the throes of addiction and could actually be that bad because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to fix it. And reaching out to a therapist or a doctor is even more confusing.
Now, I hear the NBA has a really good program when it comes to dealing with addiction, but then one wonders then what happened to Lamar?
They have a great program.
Well, they do. They have a clinicians network.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joe, and then Callie. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry. Yes, it's a great program for drug addiction with the NBA, and every year they try and get players who's dealing with situations like this to turn themselves in so they can get the help and give them the help that they need. But if they don't, at the end of the day, if they don't turn themselves in, then they don't know as well.
Yeah, I imagine they're probably concerned about their careers and their reputation, and many people don't want to go in, and the addiction gets worse.
Correct.
Right? So, Callie, tell us about this program. I mean, is it effective?
It is. It's very effective. There's a lot of resources for the players, retired and active. They just have to utilize the resources. We can give someone in active addiction all the resources in the world, but if they don't want to utilize us, there's not much we can do. So that type of program, it's excellent. They just have to agree to it and buckle down and work through it with us.
Nichelle, let's talk about this because the coach that I spoke to said that Lamar, a couple of weeks ago, he spoke to him. He was doing very well. But there have been reports that the owner of the brothel has said as well that last night, on his last night, Lamar became upset because he saw one of the episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians over the weekend. Do you know anything about that?
You know, Well, we've heard reports of that Lamar, when he went to the Bunny Ranch, that he was in good spirits, but on Sunday he got an upsetting phone call. We cannot confirm that that phone call was, in fact, about the episode that re-aired of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and that episode kind of showed the things that he and Khloe were going to, and that Lamar wasn't happy with the way that he was portrayed. That is one of the stories out there. We don't know that for sure, but what we do know is that throughout the partying, something went wrong, whether that was because of the phone call and he started spiraling, that we really don't know, Don. And I think it's almost unfair to speculate what happened, especially because of the outcome. Whatever happened was bad, and now he's fighting for his life.
Yeah, I saw today Wendy Williams, who admits on television that she had a history with drugs, and people were speculating whether or not it was the Kardashian show, the reality show, that caused him to do that. And she said, no amount of fame and no amount of money makes you put something up your nose or take a drug. It is your
Absolutely.
addiction.
And also
the
women that were working there reportedly on the 911 tape said that he brought cocaine in on Saturday. So if that were the case and that was already going on before the phone call, you just don't know what the sequence of events were when he was up until when he was found on
Nichelle,
Sunday.
Callie, and Joe, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.